We've all seen the big Isekai hitters. ReZero, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and Overlord. But today we're diving deep into 7 underrated Isekai masterpieces that deserve way more hype than they get. Kicking off with number 7, Fate Collide Liner Prisma Ilia Vow in the Snow. Now hold up. Before you roll your eyes and think this is just another magical girl spin-off of Fate Stay Night, let me stop you right there. Vow in the Snow is straight-up emotional carnage disguised as an OVA. Forget cute wands and sparkles. This one punches you right in the feels. This movie follows Shiro and Miyu in an alternate universe where the stakes are way higher and the tone, pure tragedy. It's all about sibling love, sacrifice, and those classic Fate-style jaw-dropping fights that make you go, why does this animation look this clean for a side story? And bro, if you thought you understood Shiro Emiya before this, nah, this movie flips the script. It's like the studio said, let's emotionally destroy the fans but make it look beautiful. The fight choreography is peak UFO table, fluid, cinematic, and too pretty for my weak heart. You'll end the movie questioning life, morals, and why anime siblings always gotta suffer. So yeah, don't sleep on this one. It's a hidden gem that proves the Fate universe can still surprise even hardcore fans. But trust me, number 6, it'll make you hungry in ways you never expected. Sliding to number 6, Restaurant to Another World. Finally, an isekai where no one's fighting dragons or getting stabbed to death in episode 1. Instead, we get a door that randomly opens to another world, serving food so good it might just cause a kingdom-wide crisis of faith. This show is pure comfort food, literally and emotionally. Every episode is like watching Gordon Ramsay, but make it fantasy. Elves, demons, dragons, all sitting politely and crying over perfectly cooked omelettes. The world building? Low-key genius. You learn about entire cultures just by seeing what they order and why that dish means something to them. It's slow-paced, but not boring. It's that kind of anime you watch after surviving a rough day, when you just want to chill and vibe. The animation is cozy, the music's warm, and the chef? Man's got the patience of a saint dealing with orcs who want seconds. If Shokugeki no Soma is your caffeine shot, Restaurant to Another World is your late-night cup of cocoa. It's calm, it's magical, and it'll make you want to open a fantasy cafe ASAP. Now, speaking of fantasy worlds and ambition, number 5 has a protagonist so determined, she literally builds her dreams from scratch. Landing on number 5, Ascendance of a Bookworm. This one is pure brilliance. No swords, no demons, no overpowered MC with cheat codes. Just a woman reincarnated into a medieval world where books are rarer than common sense. Main girl Mine was a bookworm in her past life, and now she's stuck in a poor family where people can barely read. Her goal? Create books from scratch. And I mean from scratch. She's out here making paper, ink, and printing techniques like a one-woman publishing revolution. This show is low-key one of the most grounded isekai ever made. It's not about power, it's about persistence. Watching Mine deal with poverty, sickness, and a society that underestimates her hits deep. She's not a hero slaying monsters. She's a normal girl trying to chase passion in a world that doesn't care. Also, the economic and cultural realism here? Crazy good. You learn more about medieval craftsmanship from this show than any history book ever taught you. And if you love smart, slow-burn storytelling with emotional payoffs, this is your jam. But don't get too comfortable, because number 4 brings us back to chaos, magic, and an MC who just kinda exists. Looking at number 4, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Okay, let's be real. This anime is weirdly calming for something that starts with a literal death march. Our dude Sato is an overworked programmer who ends up in a fantasy world mid-nap. Yeah, he just wakes up surrounded by monsters, gains god-tier abilities, and decides to take a vacation. What makes this show oddly enjoyable is how chill it is. Satu could literally delete a dragon with one hand, but instead he's out here cooking meals, adopting kids, and exploring the world like a tourist. It's Isekai light, less edgy revenge plot, more slice-of-life adventure with wholesome vibes. Sure, the story pacing sometimes feels like watching someone's D&D campaign at 0.75x speed, but that's part of the charm. It's a comfy turn-off-your-brain series that still manages to build a surprisingly detailed world. And hey, not every isekai has to be about trauma and world-ending drama. Sometimes you just want to chill, collect loot, and pet a lizard. But number 3? Oh boy. That one's gonna make you question whether reincarnation was even worth it. Dropping into number 3, The Eighth Son? Are you kidding me? The title alone screams sarcasm, and trust me, you'll be saying it too. Our protagonist wakes up as the 8th son of a poor noble family. Translation: congratulations, you inherit nothing. This anime plays with the classic Isekai trope, but with a more realistic struggle, like what happens when your new life actually sucks. Wendelin, the MC, has magic talent, but zero social power. So he grinds his way up from poor kid to royal mage, dealing with nobles, politics, and all the backstabbing drama that comes with it. The show mixes humor and hustle perfectly. The world feels grounded, and Wendelin's journey actually makes sense. It's not about being overpowered, it's about using your head to survive aristocratic nonsense. Plus, the side characters? Absolute gems. Some are loyal, others shady, and a few are walking red flags, but that's part of the fun. It's not perfect, some pacing issues here and there, but overall it's the Isekai version of starting from zero and still flexing your way to success. But trust me, number 2, it's got heart, faith, and swords swinging for your soul. Sliding up to number 2, The Faraway Paladin. Now this one hits. If you love emotional storytelling, deep world building, and characters that feel alive, The Faraway Paladin is pure gold. Will, our MC, is raised by 3 undead guardians. Yeah, you heard that right. A skeleton warrior, a ghost priest, and a mummy priestess. Sounds like the setup for a Halloween joke, but nope, it's one of the most heartfelt family bonds in Isekai history. What makes this show stand out is its slow, soulful storytelling. It's not just about leveling up or fighting monsters, it's about faith, morality, and finding purpose. Every episode feels like reading an ancient fantasy novel with actual emotional weight. The animation, soft and atmospheric. The tone, a beautiful blend of hope and melancholy. You actually care about the characters, which is rare in a genre full of next cheat skill nonsense. This is a story that respects your brain and your heart. And if you stick around till the end, you'll find it's one of the few isekai that actually grows deeper with time. But hold your breath, because number 1, it's pure chaos, wild energy, and probably the most criminally underrated isekai out there. Finally, number 1, Cross-Ange, Tenchi to Ryuno Rondo. This anime is what happens when you throw Gundam, ReZero, and Mean Girls into a blender and hit maximum drama. Angie starts as a spoiled princess living in a utopia until society finds out she's Norma, basically a human without magic. Next thing she knows, she's stripped of her title, tossed into a war zone, and told to pilot a mecha to fight dragons. Yeah, talk about a bad week. But here's where it gets crazy. This show doesn't hold back. It's brutal, mature, and unapologetically chaotic. Ange goes from clueless royal to hardened survivor, and the transformation? Chefs. Okay, fine, I won't say it, but it's seriously good. What I love is how Cross-Ange deconstructs everything. Classism, hypocrisy, fake perfection. It's messy, emotional, and sometimes uncomfortable. But that's what makes it unforgettable. The mecha battles slap, the soundtrack goes ridiculously hard, and the character arcs, they'll have you yelling at your screen like a maniac. It's not a casual watch, it's a full-course emotional buffet with explosions. Easily one of the boldest, most overlooked isekai out there. And there you have it, 7 lesser-known isekai that prove the genre's still got hidden treasures waiting to blow your mind. Which one are you watching next? Drop your pick in the comments, hit that like button if you discovered something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more underrated anime fire every single week.